Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Thank you, Bryce, for joining us from the anime show. Can't wait to
As
talk about
always.
this one.
Right. It's a
It,
good one.
it was a good one. I think it's got to be building towards something. That's all I can say. Um,
Yes.
but before we get too far, you kind of want to just remind us what happened in this episode?
Yeah. So they kind of start the episode with, hey, the beast people are trying to find their mates, and they do that by dueling. Cool. Now Rudius is, since he's the boss of Persina and Linnea, they put him in charge of the duels for them. And guess who shows up? The Demon King shows up. Yeah, and good times. Rudius wins, and then he gets a good old punch to the noggin. Then we kind of end up having Ellen Elise and Cliff meeting up, and I guess they're a couple now. I guess we'll see how that goes. We kind of just end the episode with Persina telling Rudius, hey, look, your reward for winning against the Demon King. You can fill up Lenia's boobs. And then we end it with the Demon King showing up as the homeroom teacher.
Yeah.
I don't. It was a great episode, but it was just like all these different things, and kind of like you were just saying, we're definitely building up for something.
Yeah, I don't know. Last episode was the same way where it's like, there's got to be more to this.
Yeah.
And then the Demon King coming at the end, and you're like, for a second, I thought he was going to be another student. I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. He's got to be the teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was kind of confusing, but I don't know. This is going to be an interesting dynamic, seeing the Demon King being involved with the Magical Academy. I really don't know what else to say about it, but I kind of look forward to see what happens.
I wonder if he's going to grant Rudius another power, another eye, because he's going to be married to Kishariku, such a fun name to say. And he's got to have some sort of power. We saw that he kind of regenerated himself when he grew his arms back on.
Yeah, and they kind of came crawling back to him and everything. I'd be, I don't know. That'd be a far stretch saying that he gives Rudius an arm.
No, I don't think it's going to be that. I
I
I
don't
wonder if
think it
he
would be too. That's what I'm saying. Far stretch.
I wonder if he can like give away his regenerative powers, and
Oh,
because
that'd be interesting.
his reaction to Rudy going against, was it Orsted, the dragon god,
Hmm.
just was like, okay. So it's very interesting. He's here for a reason, and I want to know why.
Yeah, I'm curious why too. Like maybe this Demon King title isn't like other animes where they're like the end all be all, like strongest against the hero person. Maybe it's this Dragon Lord that's actually the stronger one that they're going up against, and he's having Rudius help have a part in Rudius's training for it. Maybe.
Maybe that would be very interested. We got to know more. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
He was strong. He took out hundreds of people.
Uh huh. I mean, that only seems right. I mean, they did kind of talk and touch about it, saying that Rudius has a lot more mana than the average person. I think they even touched saying that he actually has the most mana out of anybody on the planet. So
Yeah, I'm drawing a Laplace. Basically, he was like, nobody should be close to Laplace, and you're on par with him. So it's like,
mhm.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm also kind of curious about the conversation they had prior when he was like, "Hey, do you know who the man god is?" And the Demon King's like, "How do you know that name?" I'm curious how that's gonna play a role in stuff.
Yeah, I think he lied about not knowing who that is.
Uh-huh.
So,
I agree. So I guess we'll find out more about that. I mean, God, there's so many questions that this gave me for the what's gonna happen, and just makes me more excited to really see what's gonna happen next. Because I mean, yes, there wasn't a whole lot going on in this episode, but there was a lot at the same time going on. It was one of those kind of like midway ones where you're like, oh, so much information overload right here, but not the crazy action that we've seen in the past.
yep. Speaking of crazy information, how is Cliff gonna satisfy Annalise's curse? And do you think he is satisfying her curse at this moment, or is she just kind of like playing the part and just kind of sleeping around behind his back?
I don't know. Like, I was, to be honest, I was kind of shocked to see that she agreed to be in a relationship with him. So, I mean, I don't know if she really does believe that he'll be able to lift the curse, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Honestly, almost believe that we'll probably see in the next episode how that dynamic is, and if he is, or she says, "Hey, sorry, can't do this."
Yeah, if we remember from the OVA, he does have connections to the underground.
Hmm.
So, wonder if that's all going to get interconnected somehow. It's very interesting. It's a plot line that's like, okay, that's let's put that off to the side. Let's put a pin in it and just kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested to see what's going to happen, and I mean, so far, I mean, I think this has been this has been one of my favorite episodes that we recently had. The last one was okay. I don't know really how I felt about the taking them and kind of torturing them part, but I also like the dynamic that there's going on with this episode between them. So I mean, we'll see. There's a lot to come, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Do you have any predictions what you think the next episode will be?
Introducing the Demon King, and he's gonna kind of bring something up that's like, oh, I'm actually here for a specific reason, and it's you, Rudy. And you're just like, oh, okay. But I really want Fitz to kind of reveal herself, so I'm hoping that happens soon.
I hope that happens too because oh, I have a feeling though it's not going to be the next episode. I have a feeling it's going to be maybe the 11th or 12th episode.
I bet
That's my
if it's
predictions
gonna,
for that.
unfortunately, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be like cliffhanger, end of the core kind of thing.
Let's not say that. I hope it happens before, and I hope they leave
They're
us with a different kind of cliffhanger.
they keep making references to it though, because remember she got jealous when Rudy was like, "Oh, is she cute?" and
Yeah,
talking about the um attraction or how to tell the person you like basically how do you talk to somebody like that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I agree. I hope it happens before the second core, but if it's in the second core, it's in the second core. There's not much we can do about that.
Yep.
Um, all I know is I'm looking forward to the next episode, and I hope everyone else is just as excited as we are and keeps following along with us on this crazy journey that we've had with Mushoku Tensei so far. And honestly, keep following and liking the anime show. Watch the Anime Lounge guys on, or not watch, but listen to them on anywhere you can listen to podcasts. So, I mean, let's keep that up. And I hope you guys keep enjoying our content.